Christina, this is Max, and this is Rose. And today we have our special guest, Capri Curves,
Hi.
also known as Simone. Right?
Hi,
Tell us
right.
about yourself. How are you today?
I'm lovely.
Hey.
So I just moved to Miami, let's say late October, to do fitness 100% full time. So that's all about, I have my classes, my booty camp classes here in Miami. I travel often to do them as well. I have one coming up in Atlanta, Super Bowl weekend.
Wow.
And I'm just working on stuff, trying to create. I'm working on a bodysuit line as well.
Oh, is that
Fitness bodysuit line.
I
got you. I got you.
The little boot in the left.
So I got you. I'm gonna send you one. So I'm just working on stuff.
Where are you from?
Originally the Virgin Islands, born and raised. Yeah, until I was 16. I was there up until I was 16.
She different.
Yeah.
So talk to us about this booty camp. So what we doing for these young ladies to get them right?
Alright, so really it's about an hour, maybe a little bit over an hour, and it's like a total lower body circuit. So we doing squats, we doing lunges, we do incorporate abs, not until the end section of it, that's the last part. But we just working girls. I try to put them in the sand because it's more difficult to do in the sand than if you're just on a stable surface. So most of the times I try to have it on the beach, unless like now, like if it's raining or something like that. But we working them girls, you know.
How did you get it started?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I ran track in high school in the Virgin Islands, and then so funny, like I moved to Florida, and this is after my dad bought me like all the latest like Nike gear and everything, and I was like, don't want to run track anymore. It's all about cheerleading. And I called him and he was like, what? Like, that's what you get ready to do? Like, you sure you don't want to do track? I was like, no, I got into cheerleading. I danced for a little bit. Florida Memorial, actually.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I've been there for 1 year. I went to USF, and that's when I got into like working out, but more so cardio. I feel like Florida, like it's always, the weather's always nice, everybody's outside running.
Mm-hmm.
So cardio just slimmed me down.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly didn't start lifting weights until I moved to Virginia, which was like 4.5 years ago, 5 years when I started hitting the weights. And that's how I got to where I am now, pretty much.
Wow.
You live in a
So
lot of places.
Oh, I've been all over. Really, I've been, let's see. Do you guys familiar with Bellwood, Muck City?
Okay, in West Palm Beach.
Yeah, near West Palm Beach.
Oh, Bellwood. Yeah. Sorry, I have the accents when you say it.
So I actually graduated from Glute Central High School. Oh my God, Muck City, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, I moved to, that's when I went, my first year of college was Florida Memorial, which is here. Then, was it long ride, Janet? No, but I loved it. But after that, I went to USF. I graduated from USF in Tampa. Then I bounced to Fort Myers. And after Fort Myers, I was in like Sarasota.
Wow, so you were...
I was all over. Then I bounced to Virginia, and I bounced back.
And how did you get your username?
So Capri is my middle name, and then Curve. It works.
So how do you feel about like the Instagram era of girls like manipulating the pictures or getting like surgery instead of being like natural and working for it?
I'm trying to make sure I don't get in
ass
trouble.
shots and what else they be doing?
BBL, taking stuff out, putting stuff. Okay. Honestly, I don't have an issue with whatever a woman wants to do it 100%. If that's you, baby. What I don't like is when they lie, you know, because it's like, oh, I got this body in the gym. Sis.
How can you tell though?
You can tell. And actually, some of these girls I've been following from like way before, so you know. Like now those pictures are gone, of course, but I know I can tell most of the time. Sometimes you really can't. That's the thing, it's hard. But
But you gotta look at the legs.
Yeah, but now they have things where you can get your thighs fixed. So it's like,
they
have things where you can actually make abs.
Yeah.
You can sculpt it. So it's like, how do you like fully know, especially if you were someone who was already thick and you just want a little nip tuck, is very, very hard to tell. Like, I don't have an issue with women doing it. I just don't like when they lie about it. And everybody knows somebody like, girl, you but I just don't like the lying aspect of it.
Like when you work hard for it and you feel some
Yeah,
type of-
like
appreciate it.
nobody can tell me nothing, baby. Like you
Yeah.
can't tell me nothing when it's real. And as far as like the whole like Photoshop and stuff, I just don't get it. That part is different because then what happens when somebody sees you in person? It's like, why would you do that? Like, okay, so you make your face look this way, you bring your waist in this small, and then we see you in person, we're like, sis,
Yeah.
Flat.
that ain't it. So it's just like, that's the part, like, I don't get it. If you want to do you, just make it make sense.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of girls these days, honestly, I just see them saying, like, yeah, I got it done.
And they keep it honest.
A lot of them keep it real.
I heard girls say guys can't talk because it's the same thing when guys take off their hat.
I mean, they go hard. But if you on Instagram and you like painting your body, your abs, then that's kind of weird. If you a dude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's even worse.
What do you feel about women body shaming other women?
I don't like it. I don't like it, especially because I feel like everything was like for one time at one point. Like remember like before like super skinny was in.
Mm-hmm.
Like nothing. No like boobs, no butt, like that's supermodel status, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you had like before that when super thick was in, like Marilyn Monroe type days. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, why? Like personally, I just don't see why you would do that. Like let people be. Some people don't want to be skinny.
Yeah.
And some people are better big, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so it's just like I'm not on that.
So with your boot camps, where have
Booty
you
camp.
booty camp?
You gotta say
Booty
booty.
camp.
Booty camp. Okay. Where have you traveled with that?
Everywhere. My favorite place probably was South Africa.
Wow.
South Africa. No.
Yeah, that was major.
I saw you petting lion.
Yeah.
That was
I don't bring no diamonds or nothing. But South Africa probably was my favorite. Of course, I went back home to the Virgin Islands. Did one there on the beach. Like I've always wanted to do that, so I did that. I did that once. Like I went back there and did it there. LA. Everywhere. Atlanta. New York is my biggest market actually. Biggest market in New York. I just can never live there. I can't deal with that snow. Can't deal with the cold.
With all the like the beach and like the sun. There's no space in New York.
They have parks. I do really have it at the pier too. Like they have huge parks. Prospect Park in Brooklyn, like that's huge. Central Park is another area. I had one there before. Here it's a little different. You would think like maybe in Florida like it's gonna be a bigger market. I don't know. I don't know why it's not. New York is just a much larger market.
Work, you don't got time to work out. That's
Yeah.
So what's your diet like?
Alright.
Are you into diet or are you one of those people that
I eat. If people who follow me on Instagram know I eat. Like I post when I eat. Especially around here, all these Cuban places, I can't keep up. But everything in moderation though. Like I'm not gonna go pick out for like a whole week. Like I'm eating what I want for a whole week. Normally, Monday through Friday, like I'm pretty clean. I'm pretty clean throughout the week. Just like my healthy carbs, healthy protein like brown rice, grilled chicken, salmon, and stuff like that. On the weekends, I give myself some leeway. Like I won't go nuts and have like bad food breakfast like I did on the weekends, but I still maybe I'll have a cheat meal like here or there. But I'm not like.
You eat beef, pork?
I eat everything.
I
eat. I'm not vegan. I'm not vegetarian, pescatarian. Like I eat. I did try going pescatarian, which is only seafood. The problem is I only like salmon.
So
it gets boring quick.
I was like, okay, I can do this. Yeah, and like week 2, I was like, come on now.
You don't like lobster, crab, or shrimp?
I don't eat shrimp. One bad experience and that was it.
Oh.
I don't have a problem with lobster or crab. It's just that the nutritional factors aren't that high for it to make sense for me to like, oh, let me go make this. Plus, it's expensive to buy some lobster and crab to be meal prepping. Salmon too.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, that was another thing, but that was the issue with that. I just couldn't get past.
So in your kid like fitness booty camps, okay. What are some of the exercises that you teach them so that they can work on?
So we do a lot of squats. Out there, I work with bands a lot, resistance bands. Like I
noticed that.
preach on that.
What do they do?
Because it's much like if you're doing something bodyweight, like resistance band just gives you that resistance. So it's gonna be much harder to do it with the resistance band than doing it without. So it really works out, especially for like glute isolation exercises, like the donkey kicks or like fire hydrants. Like you add a resistance band to that, you really feeling it. Like it's a big difference than just. It gives you more of a challenge than just doing body weight.
So you're putting in more work.
Yeah, for sure.
Tom Brady uses, he don't lift weights, he only uses bands and stuff like that. And people begin on like, what is that?
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's like on his whole fit thing. Because
No,
at his age, he needs to be kind of like slim, he said.
Right.
Instead of like muscular, because he's getting older in the game, so he's trying to fit like that slim.
I didn't know that. I don't like him song.
You don't like him? That's like my favorite quarterback.
That's like you.
I know, man.
You might need to move, scooch. The Giant. Oh, I know. We're not doing.
They're doing only like.
What is it? Because of Odell Beckham, or you been a Giants fan?
I've been a Giants fan before that. Yeah. I've been a Giants fan before when they had Peter Paul, because he went to USF. The same time when I was there. And I like to FAU too.
Yeah, he's from down here.
So before that, yeah.
Okay. Well, a lot of women, they think that just squats is what gives you the butt.
No, actually, no, not at all.
So what gives you the butt? What gives you that look?
So squats, you have to understand, like that works your entire lower body. If you're really just trying to build booty, let's take legs out of it. So you really got to do stuff that's just gonna isolate your butt, like hip thrust. You know, when we put the bar right there, you kind of like, I can't do it. I'm scared, but you gotta do like that, like hip thrust, kickbacks, cable kickbacks. Like try doing anything that takes your legs, like working your legs out the equation, because you want all the work to go to your butt.
Oh, so you have to even it out.
Right.
You can't just do like squats or like.
Because squats is working it's nothing wrong with squats. That'll help, but if you're really trying to isolate glutes, it's not necessarily a glute isolated workout because you're using legs. Wow. So just try different exercises that's just using that booty muscle.
I always thought all you had to do was fuck her from the back.
That
don't work?
Sex don't make you thicker?
From the back?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't know.
You're working the ass out.
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
What do you say about the slim chicks that's throwing it back?
And
you
they're like, girl, I'm getting thicker.
Yeah, that's with the wrong guy. You never heard that saying when they be like, girl, you must be
getting thick.
Yeah, you must be getting thick. He's doing you good, huh?
I'm slim. She eating.
So does it actually like make it like fluffier? Like when you're doing those workouts, like does it make the booty fluffier or bigger?
It does make it bigger. It will make it grow for sure.
Makes it grow.
For sure.
You have to eat like a certain.
Oh, let me tell y'all something. You really, if you're not eating, you might as well not do it because you're gonna end up losing, right? Because if you're going to the gym and you ain't eat, what you doing? You working off. You don't have anything to build on. You know, so people tend to think, oh, I'm gonna go eat my salad and go to the gym.
Yeah,
that's gonna do what?
Yeah,
it's not. If you're trying to gain, like it's different things. If you're trying to tone, and it's completely different. But if you're trying to gain, you have to eat. And carbs are very important. People think, oh my god, I gotta cut the carbs. No, you gotta eat them carbs, baby. Brown rice, quinoa, sweet potato, my favorite. Wheat bread. Like people think like you have to cut out. Oh, I can't eat bread. I can't eat rice. You can just eat the right types. And it don't even taste nasty. Honestly, now I really like the taste of wheat bread better than white bread. I never liked white bread. People think it's like nasty. It's really not.
Nah, I like wheat bread better than white bread. You ever had wild rice?
Wild rice, yeah, but it depends on if it's a good one or not. Wild rice mixing all type of stuff in it. You gotta make sure, like they have a wild rice. They have a wild rice that's like brown rice mixed with quinoa. That's super good. Trader Joe's. I'm shopping Trader Joe's all the time.
I just tried that like the other day. It's really.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's really filling, but you gotta make it right.
You do have to make it right. It's lighter than rice though.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I had it with like some baked chicken, but I was gonna ask you. I saw on your page you were talking about bulking versus lean.
Leaning, yeah.
What's the difference?
Okay, so bulking is like gaining. So So you're trying to gain, so you're bulking up, so you're eating. Now, going through the bulking phase, this is another thing people think. If you're trying to gain, you more than likely ain't gonna just gain in your booty, you're gonna probably gain everywhere. But go through the process. That's why you bulk and then you cut. So that's what leaning is. So you bulk up, you get to where you need to be, your booty right, get everything right, and then you cut down the right way. So that's just the difference. Yeah.
I like that. Did you use track as like a way to condition yourself first, or because I know you guys have like intense conditioning, or did you just like you're like, you know, I'm gonna make my own workout routine?
Yeah, no, that's it. Like my motto is simple but effective. Like I ain't doing nothing crazy. Like I'm literally telling people like I'm not doing anything you can't do. Anything. Like my workouts, they're super simple. It's effective. Like they look super easy when I post it, but when they try to like, damn, like it didn't look like that. Like I'm everything about me is simple yet effective. Like I don't count calories. I'm not weighing food. I'm not doing macros, micros. I don't take supplements, protein shakes.
Does that make a difference in your like outcome? Like macros, micros, like
it depends on who. I know people personally who they look damn good and they do micros. I think you really have to find what works for you. Like I'm not against it like at all. I'm not against any of it. I'm not against supplements. I'm not against it. I just know I ain't doing all that. Like I just prefer to do it the simple way because I honestly believe like if you put in the work, it's gonna come regardless of what you do. Some people do need a little bit more help than others. So if you feel like you put in that work 100%, say they're doing it, but they ain't really doing it, and you still not where you need to be, then I'll probably suggest then finding somebody who can help you with doing that, like the macros, the micros, and doing something like that for you. But I ain't doing it.
Plus, everybody's body is different.
Exactly. Fine. I tell people that all the time. Like my method is simple yet effective, but that might not work for you. You might want to have a supplement, so you might want to count your calories, but everybody's different. You really have to find what works for you.
Do you do like meal plans and preps for your clients, or
I don't do the. I'm meal prep for myself.
Yeah. Do you ever do it?
I'll probably do meal plans. I don't think I'll ever. I think the whole meal prep part would be a bit. I don't think I'll have time to like be here to cook.
Yeah.
And like get it out, but I can for sure put together meal plans.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, something about that.
Yeah.
How do you
like
style
inspired foods that you.
You know what? That really comes more to play in like the seasoning. That's one thing.
Seasoning.
Like I can't do just salt and pepper. It's not gonna work. Or just like a little olive oil. Like I'm not about that life. I'm not about it. I gotta season that food. Grandma said season that food. So that aspect of it is much different, yeah. I tried to do a healthy version of curry chicken once, but it's like, how can you do a healthy version of curry chicken? It just didn't make the cut. It's not gonna taste the same. But Trader Joe's do have a really good. I need to sponsor me, Trader Joe's. Come on. They do have a really good curry chicken sauce. If you're ever looking for like a healthier version of it, yeah.
That's crazy.
But it's only like so much you can go with island food and try to make it healthy.
Yeah, you gotta.
Yeah. You can kind of
do it.
Yeah.
Can't be all the way healthy.
Yeah, that would be kind of crazy. What about with your clients? So what's like the basic run through with them when they come to you? They're like, hey, like I need to gain weight. Do you consult? Or?
So I didn't start one-on-one trainings yet. Right now it's group because my biggest issue is that I'm always traveling. So to do one-on-ones, I would have to be set in a place. I'll have to be like here. And like Super Bowl just came up. I literally just made a decision 2 days ago, like, oh, you know what? I probably should go to Atlanta. And I can't do that when I have clients.
Yeah.
I can't just up because then like I'll be the worst trainer if I was to do that to them, So I haven't started yet. I do plan on working on it, but I'm doing like a 1 month drop the fat, keep the curves plan, but that's specifically for like that group of people. So if you're trying to like gain like super amount, like that probably won't be for you. Like I'm just trying to try that for target like one type group. So that'd be a completely different.
So you do like group sessions where it's like for everybody?
Yeah.
And then you do some for like specific?
Yeah.
That's
sometimes, yeah. Like but one-on-one is gonna start soon. I get so many questions like from people in Miami. When you guys? I was supposed to start this month. Sorry, I was supposed to start this month, but So I just have to stay put. Like I don't want to, commit to something that I really can't do.
Yeah, that
You
makes
know?
sense.
So, but once I do it, I'm going to do it. Just a solid month. I got to block out 1 month, get this right, get it together.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you've come really far. Like, how long did it take you throughout that process to get you to your idea of body goals?
I would say, well, like I said before, like college and stuff, it was always much slimmer because that was all cardio. So I started lifting weights like 4.5 years ago. So maybe like a solid two full years to see like
improvements.
And that's what
not improvements, but just to get to where, because you always want to improve something.
Yeah, but like
Even
to an
with that,
idea, like
yeah,
okay,
probably like a solid, like, oh damn, okay, I see you.
Yeah.
Like it was like okay, like that was just when I moved to Miami the first time is when I was like, damn, I came a long way. So probably maybe about a solid 2 years.
And that's like with consistency of like working out each day, or
I work out at least 5 days a week.
wow.
Yeah.
You always been like that, or is a passion that started?
No, I always been like that. Even when I was just doing cardio, I was doing it all the time.
So weekends are your rest day.
For the most part, Saturdays, I just started doing like light work on Saturdays. Like I'll just get up and do like a quick full body routine, do something. Or if I'm teaching my class, I still gotta show the class what to do and stuff like that. So it's light work on Saturdays, and Sundays I don't do anything at all.
And I see you got like a little morning routine. You pray, you read a book.
Yeah, not read a book. That's something that I really like. I really wish to do better on reading. I listen a lot.
Okay.
So I listen on audio. Yeah, and I take a lot of notes.
Everybody learns differently. I like
yeah.
audiobooks too instead of reading it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do a lot of that.
Yeah, you were talking about how important it is on what you're feeding your mind.
It's so important. Like, I mean, I feel like nowadays that we're programmed, like you wake up and you like, who text me? Let me see what's on Instagram. Ooh, shade room, what's going on in the shade room?
Yeah.
You know, and like even me, like I'm not perfect like by a long shot, but you really gotta take a step back. Like as soon as I wake up, I pray like first thing. That's like number one. And you just have to thank God for like everything you have, like how far I came and stuff like that. Like I literally like I have my vision board. Like I don't know if you guys saw it, but it's up. Yeah. So I look at it for like a minute, like before I get out of bed, just to see like, okay, what am I gonna do today to get me further to complete whatever's on that vision board. And I have a chalkboard under that, so I get up and I write down like things I have to do that day. Then I go to that fasted cardio, and when I come back from fasted cardio, that's when I do my daily devotionals. I listen to that. Then it's like a whole process.
How did you get so like disciplined? Who like motivates you? Like pages on Instagram or like people in your life?
Really I got that from my dad more than anyone else. Like he always tried to give me like some type of structure from since I was young, and that really sticks with you throughout like your life. Plus, I don't have my job anymore, so money ain't coming in how it used to come in. So if you don't have no type of discipline, you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, to me, it's like it's a no-brainer. Like discipline to me is just something like it just comes. I can't even I can't relate to anybody who don't have it. Like, well, I can't do this. Why? Like, it's not even a reason. It's just so programmed in my mind. Like I don't even think about it. Like, oh, I'm so disciplined. It's just something I do. It's a part of life.
How does that affect your relationship? Because I know that you're like a boss chick, so you like to work a lot. And
So you get a boss man.
Exactly.
You know?
What's a boss woman to you?
Just someone about her stuff. You know, like you don't have to be disrespectful, like you don't have to be a bitch, like just be about your shit. Like be about your money, be about you, be about God, whatever you believe in, like you stick to that and be true to yourself, period. And that's
what can you say to like young black girls that are trying to like get to like that boss chick status?
You have to be true to yourself, like especially in today's like social media age. Like it's easy to see somebody else and be like, oh, I want to be like that, but you can't be like that. You're not that. You're not her. You know, you have to really stick to who you are and be honest and true to yourself. Like I can't express that enough. It sounds really small, but it's huge because people don't do it. Like you see somebody else, that might not even be your way of what you want to do. Like what do you really want to do with your life? You don't want to be somebody else. I don't think God put you in this place to what you're good at. Find what's true to you and like everything else.
How was your first time meeting Gary Vee? That's a guy that I really look up to him kind of. And his motivation.
Let me tell you about him. You ever met him in person?
No, I just watched
his energy is so crazy. He's probably one of the realest people I ever met in my life. Like, I love people who they ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. Mm-hmm. He's gonna tell you exactly how it is. He's a very busy man. So for him to like take time to answer like maybe 2 of my questions, like it meant everything. And he's very straightforward. He's so inspirational. Like I'm a huge fan of his. So that was a major moment.
And he's somebody that he wasn't born with money. He worked to get the way he
right.
So I like to listen to people with stories like that.
Right.
That can relate. And a lot of us can relate. Actually.
Yeah.
He's another one who doesn't take any excuses either. Like he doesn't believe in, well, you watch him, so you know, like nothing. Everything to him is like, okay, like get it done. Yeah. Like nobody wants to hear your excuses.
Yeah. What time?
Everybody has the same 24 hours, so like you only got 2 hours to work on whatever you gotta work on. You know?
Somebody else said something like, "Oh, I don't have a camera." And it was like, "You don't need a camera. You have an iPhone. Record on your iPhone."
And everything. Listen, 90% of my content comes from that phone. I have a camera at home I don't even use. A good Sony, like it's just sitting there as a prop. Like look at, like people make things seem much harder than what it is. Like if you really just put your goals on paper and set it out, you'll see it's not as bad as you think.
Why do you think people are afraid to like take that leap? Or they feel like they're too secure, or they want to take the risk?
I was afraid, but I did it anyway. I think you're gonna be afraid, period. Like if you're not afraid, you probably ain't taking that big of a leap. Yeah. The real question is, are you gonna take it, regardless of being afraid or not? And I'm always gonna take it. Yeah. So just only paying lines, baby. Like I'm always gonna take it, like no matter what. If you believe in yourself that much, you're gonna do it.
You jump in the fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Who else do you look up to?
As far as in the fitness world or
fitness world, I love my wifey, Chanel, Coco Chanel. Yeah, I absolutely love her. It's the girl with the abs. No, I really like her. There's another girl. Let me tell you something. When I went to South Africa, it's next level.
Really?
And it's not even like a workout body. It's a natural type. Like even if I saw like a bigger woman, waist about this small, and everything else is just like proportional. It's not like a sloppy type. Yeah. You know, like different levels. So I don't even want to start naming names because I don't want to miss anybody. But all the African fit chicks, all y'all. I said I don't want to name Miss Pearl. I can't. There's another Edwina. She's always charged up. That's her thing, charged up. Listen. Peter. There's Peter Grace, I believe is her name on Instagram. Listen, any African fit chick, that's all of them. They next level. Cause imagine like you like that naturally. Imagine working out on top of it. It's like take it. Go ahead. Just have it. So all the African chicks, like that's the.
So talk about
Africa.
You know something funny? Like I remember getting there, and my friends were like, "Oh, FaceTime me, let me see what it's like. Like, did you see giraffes outside?" It's like, no, it really looks like the part where I was in Joburg, and honestly, it probably looks like you were here. Like if I walk outside, it looks like I'm in New York. It's the same now. You really have to drive out to get to like the villages and stuff like that, but it's really not. What really people think it is. Yeah, very, very much so on a different scale.
Yeah.
On a much better scale.
Africa, give it another 10 years, it's gonna be something else.
Give it like now. It's already something else. Like people still think
Wakanda.
Whatever. I'm saying if y'all ever go to South Africa, please go to Papa's there. I know it's so weird. I know it's weird, right? The Papa's in South Africa.
It's popping.
It's different level. Like they have a bigger menu and everything.
Wow. So talk to us about the
as a fit girl talking about Papa's opinion. Go ahead.
The booty camp coming up in January 26th. Is it already done? Like, or can people still?
I think she said there was like 6 tickets left or something like that.
Oh, that's the one for this Saturday, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, people still can. I think there should be about maybe like the last time I checked was like 7 tickets and stuff. Hopefully it's not right
Yeah, you
now.
have a lot sold out. They're all sold out.
Yes. The free ones always sell out fast.
Yeah.
I had a major event with Kate Swiss. That one sold out like this. That was my first like major sponsored event. That was my first class of the new year, so that was big. Shout out to Kate Swiss.
Yeah.
You know, that was major. But yeah, I do have one this Saturday. Hollywood Beach this time, because I got a lot of girls that from that way that were saying, Miami kind of takes us in. And then not only that, but I have it on South Beach, so it's like they already gotta come down here and cross the bridge and get all the way to South Beach. You gotta park.
Hollywood is not that far. I don't know why they complain compared to Miami.
No, yeah, that's why I did in Hollywood this time. They were like, can you
yeah,
have
people
one?
more north.
Yeah.
Okay.
They were like, can you have one this way for
That's
us?
closer.
We
Hollywood
keep
like
having to come over.
25, 30.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And I'm gonna try Fort Lauderdale Beach after this one, because there's a lot of girls that are saying they do it in Fort Lauderdale. It was really a toss up between Hollywood and Fort Lauderdale.
You have something for the guys coming up, or
No, I'll
You
give a
gotta
shout.
get
I'll give a shout.
She'll be a friend that's just like, they're not even gonna be doing it. It's like, come on, guys. Like, I'm
No Fit Kings. I have nothing for Fit Kings. Y'all gotta do your own
I think
thing.
kind of lit. I'm not gonna lie. You feel me?
I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
Y'all
They'd
go
be
to
too
the men. Go
distracted.
to the men.
Yeah.
It'll be too much happening. Look at you.
Do you have any questions, Lisa?
Yeah. What do you like? If someone wants to ask you, what do you specialize in?
That's a good question. What do I fitness? Just all around fitness, simple fitness. Simple yet effective fitness. That's what I specialize in. And booty.
Yeah.
I'm ready for the beat.
Wait.
And building the booty.
And what are the pros and cons of being a fitness teacher or trainer?
Pros is your body gotta be banging. You gotta be banging. I won't say 24/7 because my body ain't always banging. Like sometimes I'll have vacation and I'm eating. I eat. So pros is at least about 80% of the time my body gonna be right. But then cons just like, damn, you really want to eat that? It's like, I probably shouldn't eat this right now. Like you gotta always keep that in your mind because you never know who can give you that call. Like, yo, we need you to shoot for this, or they need you in LA for that, they need you in South Africa for this, and then your body ain't right. And now you feel like,
how am I supposed to trust
So that's the con of it. Just not being able to fully do or eat whatever you want, whenever you want. It's kind
I'm
of
about to
like,
keep talking. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Because over here we have all this access to all this.
Yeah. I mean, I still eat, but you just can't
Not all the
OD.
time.
Yeah. It's not like, what, I woke up this morning, I want some vanilla milkshake. Let me go get it. Nah, you can't do that. Like, you can't be on that.
That would be hard.
Yeah.
Alright, and how do you start your workout? Like you personally, like what do you do first when you go to workout?
So, it depends. My workouts, if I'm doing fasted cardio, so I do fasted cardio right now. I took it down to 3 days a week. So fasted cardio is no eating before you work out.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
it's
The energy level. How's the energy level?
you don't do it for a long period of time.
Okay.
So my fasted cardio normally lasts about, I'd say no more than 40 minutes max, and that's maxing it because I do the treadmill sprints. I made a post on that, and then I'll do abs right after, and that's it. Like I'm not lifting,
Oh, okay.
to where I feel like, oh my god, I don't have energy to do it, and then I eat right after that.
Yeah.
And then later I'll go back and lift weights, like either in the afternoon or evening, then I'll hit the weights after.
What is something that nobody knows that you had to overcome?
A deep beat.
I got dig deep. Y'all should have given me these questions before. No, what did I have to overcome? You know what? Comparing yourself to other women, especially in the fitness industry. Because I feel like that's another thing I was saying with being true to you. Like that goes for me too. You gotta be true to you. Like nobody's gonna look like you. You ain't gonna always look like her. Like everybody has a different build, a different setup. So it's easy to say, well, let me do what she's doing. It might not work for you. Like stick to what you know and what you're doing. That's something I had to overcome because you see like this other girl, you're like, damn girl,
Yeah.
I gotta look like that. Then you're going hard on yourself and you already look good.
Yeah,
So don't try to like look like someone else. Be you and stick to you. So that was something, because it's easy, like especially nowadays, you don't know who fake who real, who what, who not,
Mm-hmm.
who Photoshop, who didn't. So it's just like always remember to, like I preached all the time, like just stay true to you. Like that's for me too. That's something to overcome. It's like don't get so caught up in comparing yourself with others.
Alright.
Everybody find you in like if they want to get in
Social
contact
media.
with you.
Social media, I really need to. You know what I need? I need to get better at is branching out beyond Instagram. Like there's
YouTube. You need
yeah,
to do
YouTube, Facebook. Do you guys know that Facebook is actually
It's-
the largest?
You know,
Oh,
they,
Like a large
yeah, they
They
bought
bought
out. They bought out almost all of the social media
Like,
platforms.
I need to get better, but as of right now, I do have a Facebook, but it's not. I don't really keep up with it as much as I do my Instagram. Unfortunately, it really should be backwards. But so Instagram at Capri Curve, email capricurves@yahoo.com. Yeah, that's about it.